𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗀𝗡 means number one brand. So it's 𝗖 means tea and 𝗢𝗢𝗢 means number one. So 𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗡 is number one brand, and we are the biggest tea growers in Thailand. We have 80 something outlets in Thailand and about 100 plus internationally. There are outlets in Korea, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, Beijing, Malaysia, Brunei, and Singapore. We started in Malaysia about 5 years ago, but before this, I actually worked for Old Town and I managed a central kitchen. And after that, actually I joined this company, and then we were actually working on a project on Thai restaurant. But that project didn't happen, so we actually did a lot of research. So we found this brand and we think that we can work with them. So about 4 years, actually, so it's not actually 4 years, about 9 years ago, we actually approached Thailand and then said that we are interested to work with them. And then through a lot of interviews and negotiation, they finally, after about 3 years, they finally decided that they want to open the first international brand in Malaysia. And we are the first international outlet for 𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗡. The things about 𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗡 is a lot of people think that 𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗡 only sells 𝗖𝗢𝗡, which is Thai milk tea. We are actually a Thai tea specialist. All our teas are grown in Thailand, and we actually have matcha. We also have green tea, we have oolong, we have black tea, and we have Ceylon, okay, which is actually like the Ceylon tea, but because Ceylon tea only grows in Ceylon, but we make a tea that is similar to Ceylon. We also have Assam tea, which is mixed with our brown sugar, okay. So in a way, in terms of tea, we have about 30 types of tea, and we not only serve ice drinks, we actually serve hot drinks as well. So, a lot of older customers will say that, oh, I don't drink 𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗡 because it's all cold drinks, but that is not true. So, we have customers that comes for our black coffee. Old lady who basically believes that, her pickup of the day is actually black coffee. And we have customers that comes for our 𝗖𝗢, which is actually actually throughout internationally, only in Malaysia we actually do that variation, which is the milk tea in 𝗖𝗢 version. And in terms of matcha, cocoa, and mocha, I think we are as good as certain big brands, and we are maybe like what 60, 40, 50, no lah, 60 lah. I would say 60% of the price. Thai tea actually is in a way a fermented type of tea. During the fermentation process, they actually put in a tea leaf, actually, or a herb that in Thailand they call big tea leaf, which is actually not tea, but it's a herb, and that gives it a distinctive fragrance. Actually, before MCO, and we have been getting feedback from customers that they want a cold drink without ice. So we have been doing a lot of R&D and survey to see what we can do to actually make a superb product or superior product that actually without ice but is still cold. So we did a lot of R&D and a lot of, I guess, field tests, because what happened is that when a drink is too cold, it's not nice to drink. When it's not cold enough, it's also not nice. So we have to find the balance. And that's how we came up with this extra cold drink. I think that question goes back to, in Malaysia we have very hot weather, so ice drinks is always a must. But because it's a hot weather, then ice melts very quickly and it will dilute the product. So one of the things that I think I want to share is also, ice is actually very interesting. It actually freezes at 0. But to make a drink, the ice should be at least negative 15 to 16 degrees to make the best effect. So what happened is that we actually did a lot of research, and what we came up with is a drink that is frozen and then delivered in a slushy form so that you can have the best cold drink possible. I think there's two main ones. The first one will be maintaining and reducing operational costs, because as the market changes, people's spending pattern is different. So it is important for us to be able to operate at a lower cost so that we can reach more people that way. And the next one will be how we can reach more people and grow our market size. In terms of growing or reaching more people, I think the key is now a lot of people talk about online, influencer, and so on and so forth. And people who sell like on Facebook Live. I think for me, in the long run, or for a business like 𝗖𝗢𝗢𝗦𝗘, it is important to still have physical presence. Because with physical presence, we then be able to connect with people. Just delivery business, it will help, but it is not the core business. Overall, it's been really amazing, and I really like it. The environment is very clean. So far, I would say one of the things is occasionally the place is a bit crowded, but generally it's good. And I like the community because it's a lot of nice and sharing and inspiring people, I would say. That's what I think COOKHOUSE is really inspiring. For us, I think for 2021, we are going to grow our business through our extra cold drink. Because it's a bottle drink, we want to reach more people. That's one, through delivery business. And then we are planning to actually work with people who are interested to be involved in F&B. And we are looking at like investment less than 10,000, where you can actually own your own F&B outlet. That's how we look at it. And in terms of the extra cold, we currently have 2 products, and our plan is to introduce up to 6, and then from there we will grow it again. Currently we have milk tea and milk coffee, but in the near future we will be introducing our milk green tea, which is actually also our signature product, and calamansi, which is a very refreshing drink, and a lot of Malaysians likes it. And in terms of more products that's to come, I would keep it a bit of a secret. As part of 2021's growth, we are actually looking for stockists, and for those who are interested, they can actually start below 10,000, and they get a freezer and also stock. This product is actually available at ICT Mall Putrajaya and also Central ICT in Shah Alam. For those who want to order online, you can click the link below, and also you can also pick up at COOKHOUSE.